Three, two. Hello, class. My name is Bradley Walker, and I'm here today to talk about why Derrick should not fight the holacracy. The first thing I want to do is just to break down a few differences in traditional structure. Basically, companies are founded on job descriptions and managers and departments, versus a holacracy focuses more on roles, distributing authority, circles, and kind of a governance. So I want to break down some of the differences in roles versus job descriptions so you can just basically see the points as to why a holacracy would be better in Derek's situation. Job descriptions are sometimes vague and misleading, and they're very rarely updated, and most of the time they're kind of inaccurate as to what the duties of an employee actually perform. Roles differ in that they're more accurate and a little different than the traditional job description. They actually define the work that is being done versus a description of an employee that actually doesn't do the work. They're constantly updated, and it updates, several roles can be functioned by one employee. This can be beneficial in terms of job satisfaction. To be acknowledged for the job that you actually do is something that I know is critical for motivating an employee. Say, for instance, you have an employee who's actually performing tasks that are not within their job description, that's actually within somebody else's job description, and they're never acknowledged for the work that they do. And when certain tasks or goals are accomplished and it's highlighted and someone else gets the credit for it, it can somewhat be demotivating. I was in a similar situation like that at a company that I work for. And, we had basic job descriptions. They were really general, just kind of grabbed a basic job description and placed it on a person. And they really didn't fit the position. And I had an employee that was highly motivated, and they, began doing tasks that was not within their job description, and the credit was always given to the next person. And it was just constantly upset, and I can just see the disappointment in their face. So, dealing with, turning them into a role versus a job description, can be beneficial in many ways. So the next thing is with roles, they can be easily moved to the next individual. And when there's assigning of new responsibility to a role, it's a little different than it would be in terms of a job description. So there could be many benefits versus job descriptions and roles within an organization. So the other part is that within, departments and circles that holacracy wants to call it. So they try to focus more on, building things in terms of circles where, groups of individuals that perform, similar purposes and focus, they try to group them together versus, you know, the department where, certain departments have certain tasks. And this becomes a, pause this.